Okay, so hello. So I'm creating now a Sprite editor 2. Sprite editor 2 to create sprites on my game engine, because I created this game engine. Like we can play the snake game here. So I want to be able to have sprites here in the game engine, like here. So we can move the sprites, and so I have the game engine. Where is it? Where is it, my game engine? Just a moment. So here is my snake game. Just to tell why I'm doing this. So I have this snake game which I created just recently. I haven't done any lessons or anything about this. Maybe I'll do one of these days. I actually kind of finished this already. So there is the game engine. I have the console window game engine here I created, and yep. So I want this thing have a sprite functionality that you can add sprites, moving objects, and in order to have sprites, we need to create, the pixels for the sprite. So basically, I think everybody knows what I'm talking about, but basically what we are talking about is that one node, just showing what I'm doing. Yeah, so there you go. Just a second, let me check that is this really working now? I think I'm live now, right? Am I live now? I'll just check that. Yeah, so so here is the here is the screen. So what I want to do here now is that, let's say that you want to have a sprite like this for some, like, let's say like a car sprite, you know what I mean? Like this. Like this. And then you want this, I'm drawing with my mouse. So this is the sprite, right? And it can move any direction, the sprite. So we need to have these rectangles, sorry, the squares, yeah. These squares needs to be, defined. So this kind of editor, I'm creating it with MFC. So this is an MFC MDI project. I just leave all this stuff here just in case I need to use them. Later on. Am I online? Let me check just double check always this. My channel. Checking from my mobile phone. Am I online now? Oh, I am. Good. We are online. So this is an MFC programming kind of. So I already started programming this yesterday. I created this project, and so I'm not going to use this stuff. I'm just putting it in beside at the moment. So we're just focusing. Even the output window, I just leave them. Maybe I want this. So I created this grid thing. I created this program here. So yesterday. So the idea here is that I have a grid class. Where is it? Yeah, here, grid class. And the grid class has all the data for that grid. So we have a grid here. So the grid has width. Wait a second, how did I do that? Is it width of the grid or? Oh, it's a grid size. Okay, so it's a grid size. So I have a grid size. So that will be in pixels. So grid size, you define grid size, let's say 800, and then you have height 800 also, and then obviously depending how many squares you want to have there, we're gonna divide it, isn't it? So let's see, if this is 1000 and we want 10 of these, then obviously each of the cell will be how much is 1000 divided by 10? Well, bum 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 bum, it's 100. I got it right. My mathematics is still working. So this would be 100 100. So the program will divide it obviously. Yes, and then we have the matrix. So the matrix is the two-dimensional vector. So I created a very simple, very simple. Where is it? Where is it? Oh, it's here. So matrix, it's a two-dimensional vector, and the elements of the vector are, in this case, they're gonna be the color values, right? So they're gonna be the color values. So one of the element here, in most of the cases, it will be just a color, like a red here, red. The value of this one is red. This would be yellow, and so on. So I put that that you can define the type of the cell, but it could be anything. It could be a dog, because you know it's a template, so you can put anything there. You can put a dog or cats or anything, but it will be color in my game programming probably. So this grid only has data. It doesn't have any drawing stuff, because I want to isolate. I want this to be a general class, because I'm going to use this in the future for my other stuff. I'm going to create it nicely. I'm going to create it very well, that I can reuse this in all kind of projects later on. Every project where I need the grid. Okay. I don't want this to be, you know, only for this, you know, this. Where is my game? Here. I don't want it only to be used in this, you know, the snake game, that you can create a grid here. You know, why would I waste my time doing that? So I'm creating a nice one that it can be used in any, like OpenGL, Windows programming, anything, even files, and so it can be reused. That's the idea here. And so I created this matrix cell. So this is going to be a row, just a simple struct for row and column. And then I created the size structure. You see that it's basically copy of this one, right? But I don't want to have a row and column. When I have size, I want to call it width and height. That's why because this is so simple struct, I'm just copy paste and changing the variable to width and height. And then we have a point, and now point has x and y. I could use this one obviously, but I was thinking about it very much. But because this is so simple, I just created 3 different structs for each of them to keep it simple, kind of. So, and then we have a rectangle class, simple one. Yep. So here's the data for the grid, and then I have the, what do I have next? Then I have the, where is it? I think it's here. Yeah. So there's the renderer. So I have a second class, which is gonna be the renderer. I mean, doing the rendering stuff, rendering the grid. Okay, drawing the grid. So this is responsible for drawing the grid. So okay, and okay, and how does this work? The way it works is that I'm passing the grid. Yeah, so this is the renderer drawing the grid, and I'm passing the grid as a reference, so that this renderer can use this grid and draw it. And then I'm creating a callback function. The idea is, okay, I'll show you how I use this callback. I show you when I'm using this callback function. So let's go to the place where I'm actually using this. So it's going to be the view. It's here actually. It's a static window. So what I'm doing here is that where is it? It's here. Here I'm using the renderer. I'm drawing the grid here. So the way I was thinking about this very much actually. So I'm creating the renderer here, the renderer object here, and I'm passing the grid. I'm creating the grid in the static control, the data of the grid, and then I'm passing the callback function by lambda like this. Yes, yeah, and this is the way to pass a callback function using lambda. You can Google about this, but and I also actually Googled it because I don't remember this. So you can put the lambda like this and it will be the callback function. So this renderer will save that callback function and it will use the call for the drawing operations. Like here, for example, I'm using the callback function to draw the cells, and then I'm using the callback function to draw the horizontal lines, and then I'm using the callback function to draw the vertical lines. Okay, so and now I need to tell that where is the callback function. Well, in the static window class it's here. So here is my callback function. So the callback function will take from the renderer, it will take the drawing info. For example, if we are drawing vertical lines or horizontal lines, I'm simply just asking the values from that renderer that what is the starting point of the line, what is the ending point of the line, and then I'm just drawing it. That's simple. So this becomes quite nice when we are reusing this in another project, like in an OpenGL project. You just create this callback function, and it will you can draw the grid using this callback function. You don't need to create any loops, anything. You can say it's a little bit complicated way to do, but I think it's easy. I like it this way. You just need to have a good documentation here how to use it, and that's it. You just need to have a documentation here how to use this automatic grid drawing thing. But it's not only drawing the grid, it's also when I'm clicking one of the cells. Let's say I click here, okay, this one, this cell. You want to put the red dot there, isn't it? So this renderer actually, I mean, this system will automatically then tell you that which one you hit, and maybe you will have another callback function to operate with that. That's how I like to do these things. So I want to have the callback functions to get the signal that okay, this cell was clicked, and then it gives you all the variables regarding to this cell. So the only thing you need to do is you need to change the color of this cell. I think it's really cool. It gives a signal, and then the callback function operates with that cell. I like this kind of programming. So, okay, I have the drawing working, and I'll just demonstrate that we can draw more of those red squares. So let me go to the construction function of this window. Let me add another. I'll add another color there. So let me put it. Let's put it like a 10.2. And let's have it a color red green. Is it red green blue? Red green blue. So let's have a blue. Okay, so I'm just changing the color value of one of the grid data. I'm changing the data of the 10.2 to be the color of this color, and is it coming? Yeah, there you see. So I just changed this to be the color of blue. So that's gonna be 10. So that's the row is 10. Starts from 0, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. And then 2, 0, 1, 2. Okay, so the next thing I want to do here is that, okay, the drawing seems to kind of work. And now I want to do the mouse click. Hello there. Are you the member of my channel? No, I'm just joking. Yeah, I'm creating this MFC MDI project grid editor that I click or move the mouse, and it will then create the sprite, changing the pixels, and then I can store it. I can press the button and store it as a file, store it in a file, and then my game engine can read this sprite or whatever you're using. You can use this for anything basically. Okay, anyway, let me continue. So now I want to click one of these cells, and I want to be able to operate on that cell after the click. Okay, so let's do that. So I need to go to the L button. Because GDI plus is better for picture manipulation. DirectX is not good at manipulating pictures. You understand? GDI plus is first of all, it's easy to use. Secondly, it has all the manipulation functions like storing in the file. I think it's much better. It's much better for manipulating the pictures. You can rotate everything easily. Yeah, I mean, it has everything. I don't need fast graphics here, and it's easier to use. Okay, so I need the L button down message handler. Okay, so I'm gonna add the message handler for the static class view. No, but I think it's complicated. It's too complicated for this kind of simple project. I just need to manipulate the pixel, draw lines and stuff. I don't need any heavy graphics here. I'm just doing simple 2D graphics here. Okay, and it's better to manipulate. As I said, it's better to manipulate the picture, in my opinion. I don't think DirectX even has those manipulations. It's meant to be used in game program. This is not the game. This is editor. Okay, so messages. So I'm gonna add the L button down. There's the L button down. Okay, there we go. And it gives this extra comment line. Okay, so let's do the stuff here. Okay, this is the difficult part. So I need to find out that if I click here, which cell it hit. Okay, I have already another project where I did this, so I'm gonna copy the idea from there. I have this other project where I did the same thing. I created the game. I created a tic-tac-toe game where I'm doing that exactly the same thing. I'm checking which square you clicked. So I'm gonna copy that idea from here. Is that fair? I show you this game. Okay, I show you this game. Okay, so you see, I think I posted this on YouTube. You see like this. Okay, and it finds the winner, right? You can play another game here. Okay, like that. How do you, yeah, like that. Okay, so this one knows which square you are clicking. So I'm gonna take that logic from this game. Yeah, so I'm gonna take that logic from this game because I already did it. Why would I reinvent the wheel? So I'm gonna just copy that function from here. Where is it? I think it's in the MFC handler. There is a function called it's here. You see L button down. This MFC handler handles the L button down, and get board square by screen coordinate. So this is the function what we need here, I think. Get board square by screen coordinate by the click. So obviously we're not going to use the game engine here. We just need this function here. There it is. Okay, so I'm going to copy that function now. Okay. Oh, it's that short. Okay, before I do that, the important thing here is now that where I'm gonna do that check, because this is the drawing class, this is the renderer, and this is doing rendering stuff, but this is mouse click. This is checking that where did you click, so it doesn't really belong to the renderer. So I'm just thinking that how should I do it? In the old project, I had this engine system, but I have it here in the renderer. Actually, this check here. Let me think. Just a moment. I think it belongs maybe to the grid. Maybe the grid needs to check the hit test. That's what I'm thinking now. Let me think. I think it might belong actually to the grid. The grid can check that did it hit any of the squares, because that's a data issue. Let me check that one more time. We just need to convert the screen coordinate point. No, we don't need to actually change it, because the grid is using the same coordinate axis at the moment. So yeah, okay, I'm just gonna copy this and put it in the grid. Actually, maybe it belongs to the grid. Okay, it belongs to the grid class where all the data is. So I'm gonna check it here. Okay, because it's a big function, it's quite big function, so I'm gonna just split it. I'm gonna do the implementation on grid CPP here. It's a template. So I'm gonna do the implementation in a CPP file. So okay. And now, what I need to do now? I need to remove that. Get board square. How about the name? Let's think about the name. Get board. It's a C point. I need to change the C point to my point, which is this point here. Okay, so get board square by screen coordinates. Let me think. Get cell. Yeah, it's cell, isn't it? I call it cell. Yeah, cells. I think I call it cell. Get cell by get the cell by the given screen coordinate. Coordinate like that, screen coordinate. Get cell by the given screen coordinate. Okay, maybe like that. So I change the name. Okay, and then we're gonna use a point. It definitely needs to be a const reference. Why did I use point all my days? 5 years ago I was doing beginner coding. I was doing like this, right? That's a beginner coding, isn't it? 5 years ago I was kind of beginner, isn't it? Not beginner, but careless. Okay, so This is the point, screen point. Okay. And this is gonna receive the result, I guess. Yes. Let me think about this return thing, because normally you want to return actually by the return. You don't want to return using an output variable normally. You want to return it by the return value. Okay, so let me think. What's the modern C++ way to do this? Because obviously, if this, okay, so maybe I can take a screen. I'll take a screen copy of that of that board, so it's easier to talk. So I'm gonna run this and take a screen copy, and I can then use that screen copy. I'm only gonna do this small thing today. It's quite late here also, so I'm gonna only do this mouse click, that you are changing the color by mouse click. That's quite awesome already, isn't it? So if I'm able to do this today, it's kind of awesome. So okay, so I took a screen copy, then the paint. Okay, so there is that. Oh, of course. Take another one. Okay, so yep. So yeah, there's the board. So what I'm saying is that like, let's say I click here. Let's say that let's say I click the size. Let's say I click here with my mouse. Okay. Well, if I click here, it didn't hit any of the squares here, right? So it should return that nothing. It was not hit anything. If I click here, it should return obviously this coordinate. Like if I hit here, it should bring 0, 2. But if I click here or here, it should return null or something like that. It should return that it was not hit. Nothing was hit. There was no square hit. Okay. So let me think. I have an idea. I have an idea now, because we need to return the coordinate plus that was it successful or not. We can do both. There is a trick in the modern C++. You can do that. You can do the both by the return value. And what is that? Do you know? How can you return that was it successful plus the coordinate in the same return value? Well, you can use an optional. It can be done in many ways, but I kind of like the optional approach, so I'm going to do optional here. Okay. So let's use the optional. Let's see how it goes. So I'm going to say std optional. So we're going to return, oh, that's going to be the coordinates. So it's going to be, I think it's cell. Yeah, it's cell. Yeah, row and column, yeah. Okay, so it's optional cell return value. Okay. And copy and put it there, and so we can remove this square from here, and I'm gonna do this line by line. This is the old code, and I can remove that. Remove that from the header file. I can remove that stuff from there. Okay, and let's go and implement this now. Why is it complaining about this? I think it's because the return value return std null optional. Why is it complaining about cell? Oh, because this is wrong. Okay, let me compile it now. Just compile. Of course not. Cell is undeclared. Why is it undeclared? Why is it oh, because I don't know. I really don't know. Why is the cell undeclared? Cell. The cell is here. I'm using it here. So why does it not like it here? What am I doing wrong? My brain is not working. It's okay here. Cell. Template inline. Is that inline, by the way, missing from there? I think it's maybe missing. I don't know if that's the problem. Cell is undeclared. Oh. Aha, okay. I think it's because it's inside the class. Need to put like that, I guess. Yeah. What is that? Optional. Cell is not a valid template type argument. Cell is not a valid grid. Cell is not a valid. What am I doing? Sorry guys. Optional. Cell is not a valid template for parameter. Cell is not. It's here. Cell is not a valid. using it here, and it's not complaining anything about that. Cell. Grid. Okay. My brain is not working. But if I put it, let's put boolean here. What happens if I put just boolean here? And then I say return false. Is that gonna be okay? Template type name. Slow. Aha. Yeah, but that's because I had the program open. Okay, so now it compiles. Okay, so why does it not like this return? What if I put it here, for example? Is that gonna be okay? I guess it's not gonna. Oh, do I need to use the type name there? Now I remember. Maybe I need to use the type name there. Yeah, let me try that. So I put it back. Yeah, now I remember. In the return value, in the return, need to use type name here sometimes. I remember it now. So let me put it back. Yeah. Let me compile it one more time. If it doesn't work, I think we need to tell this computer, I mean the program, that it's a type. This is a type. Let me try that. Type name. Where did it go? Because I remember doing this before. Or was it the return? Was it here or here? I don't remember. Waiting. Oh, yeah, that's it. Yeah, I think I know what's happening here. So the computer is thinking that I'm putting here a value, even though I'm putting a type here. So I need to tell the computer that this is a type. That's why type name here. That's a tricky one, you know. So beginners would have problems here, isn't it? I remember doing that before. Okay, anyway. Let's continue. So I need to do this check now. Okay, so I need to check that if the point screen minus the port X. Okay, so it's gonna be the if the point screen. Okay, I'm gonna copy that. Then return null pointer. Yeah, because it failed. Okay, so if point screen minus the port position X. So what is the port position X? Here is the port position. Okay. So it's position. Okay, I think it's now according to the latest code. And then I need to do the square. Okay, so that's gonna be, in my case, I need to use the cell. It's gonna be the cell, how do I call it, just cell, just cell, and it's gonna be cell is gonna be, oh, I can do it on the same line. Like this. So it's gonna be the point screen. I'm gonna copy this line. This is the mathematics. This is the mathematics behind finding the finding the cell where you clicked. So this is the mathematics behind that. It's gonna be the point screen Y minus port position Y divided by okay, so this is gonna be the height, the square size height. Okay, so I need to calculate that now. This is that height. Okay, I've done it here already somewhere. Where is it? Oh, is it is it here? Oh, I did not do it, did I? So I need to get the square size. I think I did it somewhere. Or is it I did it here in the renderer? Yeah, here I did it here. Okay, so I need to do the same thing here to get the cell size. Actually, I could create a function for this, isn't it? Because I need to use it a couple of times. Let me create a function for this, getting the cell size. Okay. So I'm gonna create a function for that. So create. Sorry. So it's gonna be a cell. Get. Sorry, it's gonna be a size. Sorry, it's gonna be size. Get cell size. Okay. And const. And now we're gonna just do this guy over there. This is how we calculate cell size. It's gonna be the grid width divided by how many columns you have. Aha. So we need to have these ones as well. Okay, so we need to have that how many rows and columns we have. Okay. So I can put that call count straight there actually. Like that. And I can put the row count there. Is it correct? Row count. Yeah. So I don't need this. Okay. Okay, that's it. And now we can replace this line by just saying here that cell size equals to grid get cell size, and that can be const actually here. Okay, thank you very much. So now we have this one, so I'm gonna call this function now also here. Okay, because we kind of need it here. So cell size. Okay. What am I doing? What am I doing now? Size square. Aha, because we don't have this size square, that's why I need this function, yeah. So I need to calculate this one before that. So now I can say that cell size, so this is y, so it's a height. Yeah, cell size, height. Is this a function? No, it's a variable. And then cell size width here. Width. Okay. So that's gonna be the cell which we're gonna return it here, right? Because we found it. I can actually I can put all of that here actually, like this, because I can do that. So I can remove this code now. What is this? Is valid. Oh, sorry. I need to check that is this square valid also. Yep. Yes. I can't return yet. I need to... I see. So I need to go back to the original plan. Because I need to check if this cell is valid. Okay. So we have this function called isValid. And where is it? Is it here? IsValid. Yes, it is. It is here. It's here. So I can check that if the square is valid. Okay. Good. So here we're gonna return. We are checking that if the cell is valid. Okay. If this found cell is valid, then we will return it. We will return that cell, otherwise we will return null. Okay. That's quite cool. So that's done. So if this function works, let me cut this code. I'll put it in archive. Okay. I don't delete stuff. I put things in archive. Okay. Like that. Okay. Let's test this function. Okay, this is the moment of the truth. Does this function work? So let's go and test that function. In L button down, I personally need to call the grid. That hey grid, get cell. Oh gosh. Get cell by coordinate. Okay. And I'm gonna pass this point. At the moment it doesn't understand the point, so I need to pass it as because it's a different kind of point. This is an MFC point and this is my own point, so I need to convert it to my point like this. Okay. Okay, and then we take the return value out of found cell, the cell we found, and then we can check that if we really found the cell, then we will update the grid. Then we will say that there's some kind of set function in the grid we can use. Yeah, one of these set cell. Yeah, set this one. Set that cell, and we put the color there. Okay. We will put that. So grid set, and then we put that cell there. It's optional, so you need to put asterisk. And let's put some color there. Okay. Let's use one of the colors. And like that. I use let's put, for example, 255, some kind of different color. Oh, this is exciting, and then I need to update the window. Invalidate update. Okay. Oh, this is exciting. Is it gonna work? I'm gonna run it now. Gosh, man. So, moment of truth coming. What is it complaining? Oh, it doesn't want to compile. What is the problem? Or what it's? I think it's complaining about the types. Grid undeck. Aha, yeah, because this is the grid itself. We don't need to put the object here. Like that. Yep. Aha, there's also the grid object. We don't need any grid object here. We can just call it like that. Oh, still. Aha, so there's the screen pos. Aha, I still have that. I need to put the position there. Position. Yeah, position. The position of the grid. No, still. What is it complaining now? It's about the optional. No conversion from opt null to cell. No conversion from that null optional to cell. Why not? What is the problem here exactly? Cell. Why can't it do that? Because if I call that null optional alone, it won't work. This won't work, right? I think what it's complaining here is that, yeah, it works, but I think what it's complaining here is that this return, there are two return, this one return and this one return. They are different types. They need to be the same type, I guess. So this is a cell. I think what it's complaining is that it's not able to convert that. Do I need to explicitly tell here that it's a null optional like this. Yeah, seems to, yeah, you see. Yeah, I think I know, because if this is true, it will return this one, otherwise it will return this one. So in a if else section, both of the types needs to be same. So it didn't like this null, because null was not the same as this type. They need to be the same type, I think. So now they are more like the same type. This needs to be optional also. I think that's what it's one. Okay, anyway. So let the moment of the truth. So I'm gonna run now. I'm gonna click on a mouse, and we will see if it will hit the moment of truth. Yeah, I'm good. Okay. Oh my days, I did it. Gosh, look at this. I'm good. Wow. Wonderful. And if I click here, you see, if I click here, nothing happens. Wonderful. If I click here, nothing happens. If I click here, nothing happens. Wow, man. Now it's very easy to change that. If I move my mouse, it will draw those squares. Let me just do it for fun, okay? So here's the mouse move. It's very easy to do. So I simply need to put this code here, and that's it. It's very easy. I just need to copy this code and put it in on mouse move. It's great fun, isn't it? On a mouse move, I'm doing the same thing on a mouse move. So just great fun to do that. Yeah. Yes. Look at, oh gosh, man, so nice. And now we can do anything here, right? We can do anything here now. We have the full control now. Okay. Wow, man. So, and I can start a new one here. You see, I can take a new one here. I can take a couple of, and they have, because it's a MDI. It's multi document. We have three different documents here now. Okay. So I can draw here something. Let me take another one. So I can let's say that I want to draw a car. Okay, car. I can go here and draw a car. Like this. Right. Yeah, that's a car, isn't it? That's a car. Yeah. And now I can go and press this button, save, and it will save this. It will save this image. It will save this sprite. Okay. Time to end. I said that this is not going to be very long, so it's time to. Very good, because we got what we were looking for. You see, it's drawing on the background here. But that's another topic to think about. Okay. So I think we had a good ending here. So I think I will continue this, developing this one and creating other lessons. Okay, thank you very much. I can continue from here next time. Okay, see you guys. Thanks.